Close your eyes for a second and imagine this. A woman who built her brand on confidence, beauty, and never backing down, suddenly breaking down in tears. No filters, no slick captions, just raw emotion. That's exactly what shocked the internet when Ari Fletcher was seen crying after Miss Nikki Baby dropped bomb after bomb about surgeries that allegedly went wrong. And this wasn't just shade for clicks. This was personal, deep, and messy in a way nobody expected.
You gotta train him a little more.
For years, Ari has been that girl, the one people love to watch, love to judge, and love to argue about. She's loud, she's bold, and she never pretends to be perfect. But what happens when the same confidence that built her image starts cracking in public? What happens when someone from your past starts telling stories you never wanted exposed? Because once Miss Nikki Baby spoke up, the internet didn't just listen, it leaned in. And what nobody expected was Ari, of all people, looking hurt, shaken, and overwhelmed. This wasn't just another social media argument. This was about bodies, secrets, and the pressure to look perfect at all costs. And behind all the posts, all the tears, and all the finger-pointing, there's a deeper story that people aren't talking about enough.
A month that she then wanted to publicly own this relationship as if they had been together for years.
Yeah, and that's another thing that, if I'm not mistaken, because I have a lot of, now that this is all public, I heard that they actually started dating in October, but don't quote me because he never told me that. I don't know for a fact. I don't have the closure, like I said. But the tattoo that she has, that she covered of Tim Anderson's name with Jello's name, it was completely healed at the time.
Wait, so she put Jello's name over Tim's name?
She put G3 over Tim Anderson's name, and it was healed. When she was arguing with me online, one of my friends noticed, hey, that tattoo it's been.
Hold on, I can't even do it.
So who knows how long they were.
Give me some more water, please. Hold on. Wait a minute, wait. Now she covered up the first man she was with, allegedly, who had a wife, with the man who had the babies with.
Yeah, I don't have any.
Y'all move different out here, and I'm gonna tell you right now, this is exactly why.
Stay single, Jason.
This is why, because this is why.
Ari Fletcher didn't just pop up overnight. Before the money, before the fame, before the designer bags and viral moments, she was just a girl from Chicago trying to survive. Her life wasn't handed to her on a silver platter. She grew up seeing struggle up close, learning early that you either toughen up or get swallowed by the world around you. That mindset followed her into adulthood. It shaped her personality. Hard shell, sharp tongue, no weakness allowed. When she first started getting attention, it wasn't because she was polished or quiet. It was because she was real. She spoke how she felt, reacted how she wanted, and didn't apologize for being emotional or aggressive when she felt crossed. Some people loved that energy, others hated it. But either way, they watched. And as her following grew, so did the pressure to look a certain way. Social media is a dangerous place, especially for women. Every photo is picked apart, every angle is analyzed, every flaw becomes a topic.
Would you have been okay with him if he would have just cheated but not had a baby?
Would I have forgave him?
Yes.
Yes.
And you would have worked through it?
I would have tried for my kids.
Okay. So now you have the baby, you have your man, you go through an unfortunate miscarriage, you all still want to have kids, and 3 months later, you now get pregnant with baby number 2.
Correct.
And you both were excited about having baby number 2.
Yep.
Okay. What happened?
I don't know. Okay, so, I got pregnant, we had the baby, boom, boom, boom. And then, when she was 4 weeks old, he started acting weird towards the end of the relationship. He kept going outside to talk on the phone, and that was what I should have noticed. And I was like, why? This is when he started doing, when Tweaker came out. And
So Tweaker had already broke?
It just broke.
Okay.
And I thought he was going outside because I was like, oh, he's talking to labels and this and that. And I guess I should have stepped stop being so naive. But I'm also taking care of 2 kids, a newborn and my son. So I really feel like I didn't have time to pay attention to.
Ari has always been honest about getting work done. She never pretended her body was all natural. She even encouraged other women to do what makes them feel confident. But what she didn't always talk about was the pain behind it, the risks, the complications, the moments she probably wished she never shared certain parts of her life online. Then there's Miss Nikki Baby, another woman who's lived in the spotlight, dealt with public relationships, public heartbreak, and public judgment. She knows what it feels like to have your business dissected by strangers. So when she decided to speak on Ari, people knew it wasn't random. There was history, there was tension, and there were things left unsaid until now. When Miss Nikki Baby finally opened her mouth, the tone wasn't playful. It wasn't light gossip. It felt heavy. She talked about surgeries, alleged complications, and decisions that didn't turn out the way Ari expected. According to her, some of those procedures left lasting damage, both physically and emotionally. And the way she said it made it seem like this wasn't just rumor. It sounded like someone who had seen things up close. At first, people brushed it off. Oh, it's just another woman tearing another woman down. But then more details came out. Comments started resurfacing, old posts, subtle hints Ari herself had dropped in the past about pain, recovery, and not feeling like herself. Suddenly, the story didn't sound so far-fetched anymore. And here's the twist. Ari didn't clap back like she usually does. No aggressive tweets, no laughing it off, no calling people broke or jealous. Instead, she went quiet, and when she finally appeared again, she looked different. Her eyes were swollen, her voice cracked, and for once, the tough girl act slipped.
Put your trust in a ninja named Jello. Stupid hoe, how you figure. In the eternal words of Kaya, Church, LiAngelo Ball has filed for divorce from Rashida Nicole. Now, records show that they got married in March, separated in June, and he filed for divorce in July. Now, he's claiming irreconcilable differences. He wants joint custody and visitation, because remember, Rashida is pregnant, and he also wants to terminate any and all notions of spousal support. Now, they always say, how you get them is how you lose them. So, Rashida girl, look, there was really only a 50-50 chance of this working out in your favor to begin with, all right? And as I always say, 1 time is a fluke, 2 is a pattern, and by 5 it's a lifestyle. When it happened to Miss Nikki Baby, fluke. Now that it's happened to you, pattern, pattern, pattern. And I kind of wonder on an interpersonal level, you know, if the thrill is get the girl, get her invested, lock her down with your baby, and then poof, the thrill is gone in the eternal words of BB King and you're off to the next, right? I don't know. But Rashida girl, let's talk about roses and thorns, okay? The thorn is the life that you saw for yourself with this man is not gonna look how you thought it was gonna look, okay? But the rose is, look, you got a gut full of 18 years of child support, which I guess is not a bad consolation prize. You know, broken home and all. Now, y'all drop down in the comments and let me know what.
Jason Lee's interview with Miss Nikki Baby was very entertaining. Messy, but very entertaining. He asked everything that he needed to ask. Because when it came to that whole Jello and Rashida situation, everything was covered. Apparently, this is not Rashida's first time being a side piece. She has, in fact, been a mistress before. She was having an affair with that baseball player, Tim Anderson, and got matching tattoos with him shortly after he had his 3rd child with his wife. And here's the kicker. She covered up that same tattoo with Jello's name, or like G3. Mind you, she got this tattoo while Jello was still with Miss Nikki Baby. Yup. Now that you and Jello aren't together, what are you going to cover up that tattoo with? The next victim's baby daddy? I will never understand the women who knowingly know that like this man has a family, he has a wife, and they still try to pursue.
Seeing Ari cry hit people hard because, lover or hater, she's always been the type to stand 10 toes down. So for her to be visibly emotional told everyone that this situation cut deep. This wasn't about being exposed. This was about feeling embarrassed, hurt, and possibly betrayed. Miss Nikki Baby's words didn't just bring gossip, they reopened wounds. Imagine putting your body through pain to feel beautiful, only to end up feeling insecure, uncomfortable, or worse. Imagine trusting doctors, procedures, and promises, and then hearing someone publicly talk about how it all went wrong. What nobody talks about enough is how isolating that can be. You're rich, you're famous, people assume you're happy, but inside you might be dealing with regret, fear, and shame. And when the internet finds out, it feels like the whole world is staring at the one thing you tried to fix. People started choosing sides fast. Some accused Miss Nikki Baby of being messy and cruel. They felt like she crossed a line by speaking on another woman's body. Others felt like Ari couldn't play victim when she built a platform off oversharing and calling out others. The comment sections turned into war zones, sympathy mixed with judgment, support mixed with insults. But here's where it gets even more complicated. Miss Nikki Baby didn't back down, she doubled down. She suggested that Ari wasn't being fully honest with her followers about what she went through, that there were things hidden behind filters and designer clothes, that the tears people were seeing now were years in the making. That's when people started asking uncomfortable questions. How many women go through surgeries silently suffering? How many influencers promote a lifestyle without talking about the consequences? And how much responsibility do public figures have when it comes to honesty? Ari, on the other hand, seemed torn. Part of her wanted to defend herself. Another part looked exhausted, because defending yourself means reliving everything, every scar, every painful memory, every moment you looked in the mirror and didn't recognize yourself. Friends reportedly checked in on her, fans sent messages of support, but the damage was already done. Once something is out there, you can't pull it back, and Ari knew that. You could see it in her face. The realization that no matter what she says, people will always have an opinion about her body. The emotional toll didn't stop with Ari alone. Her family felt it too. Imagine being her mother, watching your daughter get dragged online over something so personal. Imagine being her child one day, seeing these clips and comments. Fame doesn't come with a pause button. Everything is permanent. What made this even heavier was the timing. Ari had been trying to show growth lately, talking about peace, about choosing herself, about stepping away from drama, and just when it seemed like she was turning a corner, her past came knocking loudly. Some people felt Miss Nikki Baby was projecting her own hurt. Others believed she was simply telling her truth. Either way, the situation exposed something ugly about social media culture. We consume pain like entertainment. We watch people cry, then scroll to the next post. Ari's tears weren't just about surgeries. They were about feeling exposed, judged, vulnerable in a world that rarely gives grace for women who show weakness, especially women who built their image on strength. And maybe that's the real story here. Not who said what, not who's right or wrong, but the cost of trying to live up to impossible beauty standards, the cost of turning your life into content, the cost of being watched all the time. In the end, Ari didn't come online begging for sympathy. She didn't ask for forgiveness. She simply showed emotion, and that alone made people uncomfortable because we're used to her being untouchable. Seeing her human reminded everyone that confidence doesn't mean invincible. Miss Nikki Baby's words may have started this storm, but the conversation it sparked is bigger than both of them. It's about truth, about accountability, and about the silent struggles behind perfect Instagram photos. As the noise slowly settles, one thing is clear. Ari will survive this. She always does, but she won't come out the same. Experiences like this change you. They humble you. They strip away illusions. So the next time you see a glamorous post, remember this moment. Remember the tears. Remember that behind every viral image is a real person carrying real pain, and ask yourself how much of what we see online is strength and how much is survival. Because sometimes the strongest thing someone can do is cry where the world can see it.